Good morning everyone, and welcome from a wet, windy Oxford. Now today I've come here to find the gravestone of Robin Gibb, who of course makes up 1/3 of the Bee Gees and was a singer, songwriter, producer, and he's buried here opposite his old house as well, so I will try and with respect of course film part of his house.
Robin had been fighting liver and colon cancer. His battle was announced last year after several public appearances were cancelled due to ill health, and pictures of him looking unwell hit the press. As 1/3 of the Bee Gees, the group he formed with his brother Barry and twin Maurice, Robin achieved massive success. Their record sales well exceeded 220 million, and they're one of the best-selling music acts of all time.
We were very young at the time, about 8, 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And the songs, I'll tell you the name of the song, we wrote them ourselves.
Yes.
They're called The Echo of Your Love, Time is Passing By,
20 Miles to Blue Land.
and 20 Miles to Blue Land, that's it.
Now Robin was born on the 22nd of December 1948 in Douglas in the Isle of Man, and he died on the 20th of May 2012, so 10 years ago now, in London. And his burial is here at St Mary the Virgin Church in Thame. You know, we know the Bee Gees for such songs as Staying Alive, Saturday Night Fever, More Than a Woman, Spirits Haven't Flown, and they just had the best harmonies ever. The only person I believe that's ever come close to their harmonies was George Michael, who is sadly no longer with us. I really didn't pick the best day for weather today, but we're going to go and have a look to see if we can find Robin's grave. This really is a lovely little place, just in the middle of nowhere, just off the beaten main track. Nice relaxing place. The weather's just not too good today. That always happens to me. I love dogs, but when they're with their owners and they see you with an umbrella, they're not always your favourite friends, are they? Anyway, let's get back to where we were going. I'm walking around. Now I have seen Robin's house, and I will show you that. I'll show you that before we see the gravestone. Actually, I'm not sure whether or not his family still live here. They may have moved on. I don't know, but I will show you the house anyway, and try and be a bit discreet, and you know, it's someone's private residence. Wow, these stairs are freaky. Here we go. This is the entrance to Robin Gibb's old house, and as you can see by the weather, it's not nice today. Such a beautiful little place though. There's a plaque up on the wall. Now I don't know how much I can zoom in. Let's see if we can get close to it. Trying to hide the umbrella. Trying to cover the phone up from the umbrella. Okay, so that's Robin's old house. You have to excuse the extreme close up. I'm trying to keep my phone and myself under the brolly. Look at these stairs. Oh. want to be coming home from them after a few beers. So yeah, so Robin lived in that beautiful place, beautiful peaceful place, and I believe his brother Maurice was cremated, and I think his ashes are interred in California. I might be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, we're coming along now. There's a lady that comes to this grave twice a week from London. Oh, it's windy. And she comes and puts flowers on it every week, twice a week. Totally opposite his house, look. Robin Hugh Gibb, singer-songwriter, 1949 to 2012. And people are still leaving little plaques, little messages, flowers. Wow. Robin's grave there. Now, I'll tell you a little story. Get his umbrella right. Back in 2008, I went to some acting classes and I did like an audition, and there was a show that was being put on. I didn't know about it at the time, but a guy was there who was casting, was watching people for a show, and it was a musical called Boogie Child, and it was basically about a bloke who lived in the 70s and he couldn't let those times go, and the writer and the director was just telling us a bit about it, and he had three main characters, three guys, Barry, funnily enough, Maurice, and the other guy was called Robbie, which is a nod to Robin, and I played Robbie in that show, and it was great. It was all Bee Gees songs, and we got to sing the songs. I'll try and put a clip in here if I can. I'm not sure how clear the copy will be, but I'll put it in so that you can see me on stage singing some Bee Gees songs. In my little nod to Robin, and that was back in 2018, I think it was, and we're 4 years later now, 4 years older. The acting didn't take off, so opted for YouTube. So thank you, Robin, for the amazing music. There was a Bee Gees song, wasn't there? For Whom the Bell Tolls. Right on cue. And his house in the background there, look. Robin Gibb. 10 years this year. Can you believe it? It's crazy how time goes so quick. Yeah, Bee Gees. Amazing band. And I think there is a plaque here to his brother. Yes, there is. Hold on, people. Let me have a look. Andy Gibb. 5th of March 1958 to 10th of March 1988. Goodnight Sweet Prince and Flights of Angels, Sing Thee, Thame, Rest. Andy Gibb, of course, who was only 30 years old when he passed. It's no age at all, isn't it? And, you know, the Bee Gees have been quite unlucky with the brothers in general, really. Robin was only in his early 60s. Maurice passed 10 years before him, his twin brother, who was in his 50s. Andy there, who passed at 30 years old. And the eldest one, of course, Barry, is still going. Now, getting back to talking about the show I was in earlier on, it was funny because when the director and when he was just talking to us about it, and he was saying that it's going to be all flares, funk music, you know, Bee Gees music, soul music, whatever you want, whatever genre you want to put me in, disco music. That's what the Bee Gees are known for. Could you imagine being around in the 70s when they were at their height, going to a disco and just pretending you're John Travolta or something like that, dancing around to a Bee Gees track? And they did break up for a little while. They had their discrepancies, and then in the 90s they released a couple of songs again together. But yeah, what a beautiful place, what a beautiful, beautiful church. There you have it. That's it for me today, and please like and subscribe to the video, won't you, and leave your comments down below. I'll see you all soon on the next one. Take care.